Hello, madam. Hello, sir. This is Dharma Ganesh. Hall ticket number 21955 A0302, Mechanical Engineering, third year, fifth semester, IRE College. Now I am going to present my concept video topic on working principle of slotting machine. So the topic is working principle of slotting machine. So what is slotting machine? Before going to know about slotting machine, it is better to know about shaping machine, planar machine, and slotting machine. Before going to enter in the slotting machine topic, it is better to know what the basic working principle of the shaping machine and planar machine and the slotting machine. Coming to the shaping machine, the shaping machine has a RAM, and the RAM is for that RAM is tool is fitted. So the RAM move forward and backward, 2 or 4 motion, and the here the workpiece or here the tool or a RAM is in the motion, whereas coming to the workpiece or work holding devices going to be in the rest position. So the work holding devices are in the rest position. Work holding devices are in the rest position. And coming to the planar machine, planar machine, the working operation is the working operation is opposite to the working operation of the shaping machine. In planar machine, the workpiece is in motion and the tool in rest. That means it is in a motion and the tool is in rest position. And whereas coming to the slotting machine, the slotting machine is operation, the working operation is same as the planar shaping machine. That means the workpiece is going to be in motion, and the work holding or workpiece in the rest position. But the only difference is here in shaping machine, the tool moves in the horizontal direction, whereas coming to the slotting machine, it moves in the vertical direction. It is the difference. It is the main difference. And the slotting machine used to produce the grooves, slots, keyways, etc. And it is more and now let's we enter into the main topic, that is what is slotting machine. It is a reciprocating type of machine tool in which the RAM holds the tools and the tool moves in the vertical axis. Just now we discussed, it is almost similar to the shaping machine. This point also we discussed. In the shaping machine, the RAM reciprocate in the horizontal direction. It is also discussed. And the slaughter machine, RAM reciprocate in the vertical. It is also, we already discussed. The cutting action in the slaughter machine takes place during the downward direction, and the ram, there is no cutting in the return stroke. It is the cutting action is also same as the shaping machine. Slotting machine parts and diagram. Base or bed. This is the this area is base or bed. The base of the slaughter machine should have very rigid, strong, and holds the vibration of the machine. So the base is made with a cast iron because it is high rigidity as well as vibration absorbing capacity as compared with other metal. It supports all the parts of the machine such as column, base, saddle, and etc. We already the why what is the function of base? The function of base is to the function of base is to and the base is a very rigid and strong because it holds all the loads and vibrations which are produced by the machines while doing the operation, and also and also the and also the and also the base is made up of by cast iron material, and also the base supports the column, table, and saddle and cross slide. Column, it is a column. It is a column. It supports this whole entire body. It is a vertical part of the slaughter machine that contains all the drive mechanisms for ram and feed. At the front face of the column, it has a guide base on which ram moves reciprocates motion, and the same base it has made from cast iron. The column is in a vertical part of the slaughter machine, and until it is holds the ram and feed, and even the column is also made from cast iron. It has some guideways saddle. This is a saddle. The saddle is mounted on the base of the slaughter machine. This is the base, no? This base, the saddle, sorry, it lost. Sorry. This is a saddle, sorry. This is a saddle, no? The saddle is mounted on the cross plate. And it is used to give longitudinal feed to the table. Otherwise, it allows the moves towards away from the column. The cross saddle uh, gives the longitudinal feed. It is move away from the column. Cross slide. It represents on the on saddle. This cross slide is present on the saddle. Then use it to move the table like in the cross direction of the saddle movement. To understand the movement of the cross slide, let us assume that we are standing at the wheel of cross slide. Then it moves away from us and towards us. When we rotate it, we either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. It can be operated either manually or automatically. The function of saddle is to move the table in cross direction to the saddle movement, and also the cross slide rotates in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. It is a diagram of the slotting machine. Sorry, it is a slotting machine. Ram. This is a RAM, no? RAM is the most important member for the slotting mission. It reciprocates and the guideways at front face of the column RAM reciprocate in vertical direction, that is upward and downward direction during the operation. Tool head is attached to the lower end of the RAM and single point cutting tool is attached. Perform the slotting operation. The cutting operation takes place during the forward stroke and the RAM, and there is no cutting story during the return stroke. We already know the function of RAM. In the RAM, at the end of the RAM, the tool is mounted or hold. So we can adjust the tool movement in the RAM. RAM is directed in vertical direction. The tool or RAM moves in the vertical direction, that is in this up and down. Whereas in shaping machine, the RAM rotates in horizontal direction, that is through and back. Here it is upward and forward, upward and downward direction. And also the important point is when the cutting action is takes place only the forward direction, and the backward direction, return stroke is a ideal stroke. That means there is no cutting option in the return stroke, as it is like as it is like a shaper. Sorry, yes, shaper. Tool head. Tool head is used to mount the cutting tool. In slaughter machine, the tool head is used to present at the lower end of the RAM. According to the requirement, different types of cutting tool is attached to the head. This is the tool head. In this tool head, the tools are going to be hold. This in tool head, that to be hold, and this tool is located at the end of the RAM drive. In this, the RAM drive is going to be there. The RAM reciprocates in the vertical direction and cuts the metal workpiece in forward direction, forward stroke only. No question comes into our mind that what is the responsible for vertical motion of the RAM. So there is some driving mechanism in the column that drives the RAM reciprocating the guideways, the front face of the column. We already know the cutting action, the function of it drives. The RAM drive is works by using of the driving mechanism in the column of the slaughter, and it drives the RAM, so that the RAM reciprocates in on the driveways from surface of the column, and the cutting the cutting action action takes place only in forward stroke of to the feed drive. What is feed drive? Feed drive. It is an arrangement made in the slaughter to give a longitudinal movement to the saddle, cross movement to the cross sliding, and circular and upward downward feed drive. The working operation of feed drive is as same of the this saddle, because it acts in the longitudinal direction as same as the saddle. As same as the saddle. The saddle, the feed drive is work, and also it provides. It produces saddle cross movement to the cross slide and circular and upward and downward movement to the table. Mechanism used in the slaughter machine. A quick return mechanism is used to drive the RAM for cutting the metal from the workpiece. Mechanism it is called a quick return mechanism because there is time taken by the RAM is in the return stroke is less than with forward stroke moves quicker than the forward stroke. The cutting track space and there is no in return stroke. The mechanism used in the slotting machine is quick return mechanism. In slotting machine, the quick return mechanism going to be used in the slaughter machine. Quick return mechanism is used. The mechanism used in the slotting machine is quick return mechanism. In the quick return mechanism, the return time is very less compared to the cutting stroke. So that is the reason it is a quick return mechanism. And by using of quick return mechanism, the cutting action takes place in only in the forward direction, and there is no cutting action in the ideal direction or return. So that is the reason here slotting machine is used quick return mechanism. Types of quick return mechanism: crank and slaughter lever mechanism with work quick return lever. Working principle of slotting machine. The working of a slaughter machine is the same as the shaper. The machine, but the difference is the shaper cuts the metal horizontal and slaughter cuts the metal. These points already we discussed in the first slide. Okay. The working of a slaughter machine is same as the shaper machine. The only difference is the cutting, the movement of the tool in the shaper is forward and in this direction, forward and backward. That means to and fro. Whereas coming to the slaughter machine, the working operation of the tool is upward and backward, upward and downward in vertical direction. So first, the workpiece is slotted, mounted on the table. Table has T-slots that helps the workpiece to hold firmly on it. After climbing the workpiece on the table, an appropriate cutting tool is inserted into the tool head for the cutting the metal. Here the tool is here the tool is made of high speed steel, and then the machine on the ram to the upward direction in the vertical direction. The workpiece that is used to be slotted mounted on the table. Table has T slot. The operation is first we need to fix the workpiece in the clamping table. We need to fix by the clamping. Then the tool is inserted in the tool head. Then the tool is made up of high speed steel material. Then the machine is going to be hung. The ram moves downward, call as downward direction. These all the points we already discussed in the first slide by comparing the slaughter and shaper and planer machine. It cuts the metal in the workpiece and return stroke quickly without cutting the metal. So we can say that a slaughter machine cuts the metal in downward stroke and the remains ideal in does not cut any metal in the return stroke. Feed in the slaughter machine can be worked automatically or manually. There is a mechanism in that allows movement of the vehicle cross-fed across the ram movement automatically. The movement of each part interlinked with each other. There is no chance to be error to be fed. Types of slaughter machine: punch slaughter, precision tool room slaughter, production slaughter, and special purpose slaughter. Operation performed on the slaughter. Operation performed on the slaughter. Grooves, it is a narrow cut or a depression on the circular flattened surface. The operation performed is to create grooves called as grooving. And slots, an elongated hole on the flat surface, and the operation is done for cutting slots. The keywise is defined as a slot cut in a part, shaft hollow, shaft or hollow shaft. Keyways, we already know. These keyways are done in our lab. Imagine these are keyways. This one and the keyways are we are done in the our workshop lab. Sorry, in our MTM lab. Grooves. Grooving is a narrow and deeper cut, and it is in a circular or flat surface. And our slot is elongated hole and flat surfaces. Cutting grooves. It is used to produce grooves in the grooving machine. Making keyways. When two parts are needed to mesh together with the correct orientation. The keyways, by producing keyways, we can insert the hub and shaft. The hub for the hub, we can produce the keyways. So by that, after producing the keyways, we can easily insert the shaft in the keyways. Cutting slots. It is used to produce a slots of various sizes in the required machine parts for cutting external and internal gear and profile. For cutting external and internal gearing profile. If we cut it is an internal making of keyways, internal gearing, and it is a external gearing. Applications of slaughter machine. Slaughter machine is used to produce slots and keyways and gear teeth. We already discussed it is an operations. It is used for machining internal and external flat surfaces. That is this internal and external. It is gear making. If there is no need for shaping external and internal types of profile, then the slaughter is the best choice. If there is no need for shaping external and internal types of profiles, slaughter is the best choice. It is used for machining irregular surfaces and blind holes and dies and punches, external and internal gear teeth. It is used for machining irregular surfaces and blind holes, dies and punches. Advantage of slotting machine. It is a lightweight machine, can be easily transportable. It is used for single point cutting tool, which is economical. It gives you accurate surface finish. The cost of the machine is low compared with machines in this category. The disadvantage of the slotting machine. A very skilled worker is required to operate the slaughter. Let's recall all the points what we discussed in this session. In this session, we discussed the basic comparison between shaping machine planar machine and slotting machine, and also working what is slotting machine and slotting machine parts, that is base, base or bed, column, saddle, cross saddle, ram, tool head, ram drive, feed drive, and mechanism used in the slotting machine, types of quick return mechanism, working of slotting machine, types of slotter machine, punch slotter, precision slotter, and operations performed on slotters, applications of slotters, advantages of slaughter machine, disadvantages of slaughter machine. Thank you.